everybody, welcome back to another episode of Check This Out. I hope you are doing well. You know, over the years I've owned many different bread machines. Currently have the Zojirushi Virtuoso Plus, but almost all the ones that I've owned always seem to have a cake cycle on them. And I use my bread machine primarily for bread, go figure, and pizza dough. Need that up for me. But I don't think I've ever made cake in it. So I thought to myself, cake. Or maybe this type of cake. No, it ain't gonna be none of those type of cakes. Actually, this is just gonna be a pound cake. Yeah, you could make it up in the oven. So, you know, why even bother with a bread machine? I guess, I don't know, just to try something different. I don't have to break out the mixer and a bunch of other stuff. This will do all the mixing for me, all the baking, and pretty much just a one pan. That's about it. So what we're going to do then is make a pound cake here in the Zojirushi Virtuoso. This recipe can probably be done on any type of bread machine that you have, as long as it has a cake cycle on it, but I'm pretty sure it would work for you. So let's get the machine fired up, get some ingredients in it, see if we can make ourselves a pound cake. I'm as interested to find out as you are. Okay, the first thing we're going to start here with is 3 eggs beaten. Then we're going to add about 80 milliliters or half a cup of milk. 4 ounces of melted butter. After you melt it, I would bring it back pretty close to room temperature again. 4 ounces, I think that's about 116 grams. We'll put that in. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, if you want to make this like a lemon pound cake or something, I would substitute the vanilla for lemon or whatever other flavoring you have. Maple, could do a maple glaze on top of it then. Whatever flavor you want, you can make this recipe yours. Then we're going to take 1 cup, about 206 grams of granulated sugar. Pour that right in there. Now I've got 2 cups here of just regular all-purpose flour. It's about 260 grams. And I mixed in with it about 3.5 teaspoons or 10.5 grams of baking powder. Now we're going to close it up, set our course for number 13 on mine. Now all we have to do is press the start button. Mine does have a cycle where it beeps. At that time, open it up, scrape down the sides, press the start button again, and when it's done, we should have a pound cake. So let's check back with it here when it's time to scrape it down and see how it's looking. Okay, the machine just beeped. I think it mixed it for about 15 minutes, and it looks like it did a pretty good job. There's not that much on the sides. That's where the Zojirushi Virtuoso really excels in kneading and mixing because it has 2 paddles in it. Most bread machines only have 1, so this one looks like it did a really good job. So let's scrape this down. Okay, that looks pretty good. Looks like we got everything scraped down there. Now I guess what you're supposed to do is just close the lid and hit start again. It looks like in about an hour and a half we're going to have cake. So we'll go ahead and let that run and we'll come back and check it and see how we did. Well, there we have it. No matter what type of bread machine you have, you should be good with this. It feels like it's just slightly warm right now. I made up a little bit of glaze here. For this, it was about a cup of powdered sugar, about 4 tablespoons of butter, and about a quarter cup of milk. And that seems to be a pretty good consistency. It should spread nicely over the top of it. So let's go ahead and get that on there and take one final look at it. And that should be about it. Now, I'd say that looks pretty good right there. I think the glaze is running just about the way that it should down the side. I think we should cut it open now and take a look at it. Well, the consistency looks good. And what's it taste like? Not bad. It's still just a little bit warm on the inside. The consistency is pretty good. For a first attempt at making some type of a cake in a bread machine, I'd say it's really not too bad at all. Maybe worth giving it a try. So anyhow, that's our bread machine pound cake. I want to thank you once again for joining me for this episode of Check This Out. Be safe, take care, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.